What happens if the circus goes bust? Riots. Riots in the street, I tell you. All right, I'm joking. Actually, I'm not joking totally. There probably would be riots in the street. We'll come back to that in a minute. Disney is set to lose about $140 million. Now, why am I even talking about that? Well, because Disney is one of the world's largest corporations. They actually own ABC. They own ESPN. They own Marvel. They own Lucasfilms. They own Pixar. If they see something that's doing really well, they gobble it up. They own, of course, Disneyland, Disney World, Euro Disney. I couldn't even keep track of all the resorts that they own. Anyway, they released a movie called Tomorrowland, which I have not seen, and frankly, I thought that it would be fun to go see it. But it's bombing. It's bombing. They expect it to lose worldwide. I mean, even after a worldwide release, they expect it to lose about $140 million. Why does this even matter to us? Well, I'll give you a couple reasons. Number one, it's really good news because, according to what I've heard, the film was really preachy about green. In other words, we all love the world, we all love the earth, we all have to live here, but there's people that don't get that we were given the grace and the gift by God to subdue the earth. All right? The earth is there for us. It's there for us to mine what's in it, to grow, to breed animals and to eat them, etc. But there are people who really don't want that. There are people who believe that man is the enemy. There are Malthusian liars. And by the way, if you have never read the work of Malthus, he wrote, oh gosh, I can't even remember the name of the book, I apologize. But you can just go ahead and Google his name and the theory and the book will come up. He was a Church of England cleric. The Church of England just keeps on giving. Think of Henry VIII and go forward. Anyway, he said that the world, the earth, could not sustain the humans that would be present in 20 to 30 years. Now, he wrote this in the 1800s, okay? And he was clearly proved wrong. He said that mankind will increase geometrically, but the production of food and things to sustain the human race would only increase mathematically, and therefore we had to do what we needed to do to stop the human race from reproducing. So Reverend Malthus was clearly wrong. But that doesn't stop the people who hold to his ideology from crying wolf repeatedly for decades. I remember as a boy when the 5 billion mark was hit and then the 6 billion mark. We were told then that the earth could not possibly sustain this many people. It's all a lie. Let me tell you something about the population of the earth. All right, this statistic I'm about to give you is a little bit old, but it's going to be close to true, okay? If you took the entire world's population and had them stand shoulder to shoulder in a 3 by 3 square, 9 square feet per person, the entire population of the world could stand in Jacksonville, Florida. If you took the entire population of the world and gave everyone 1,200 square feet, the entire population of the world could fit in Texas. Now, if you look at a map of the world and look at how teeny Texas is, forget how small Jacksonville is. But if you look at the world in real terms, putting everyone shoulder to shoulder in Jacksonville, Florida, and then the rest of the world is for bread and circuses. Yeah, then we don't have much to worry about. But anyway, let's come back around to Disney. I love a good story, and I do not want to be a hypocrite. We watch Disney films We rent them, we buy them, we go see them when we can. But please understand that the disease in our culture is actually shown by how much money Disney has, how many companies they own, how many billions of dollars they are making. Billions. They spent, what, $2 billion or something to buy Marvel Comics? That's what they spent. So, what happens when the circuses go bust? The Roman tyrants kept the people subdued by bread and circuses. What happens if the circuses stop coming? I don't know. I just don't think it'll be good. I'll be right back.
You have two choices. I mean, you can try to raise your children by design, or you will raise them by default. There are no perfect parents. We're going to get it wrong sometimes. If we have a plan, we've got a better chance of getting it right in the long run.
There is something deep within the heart of every human being that longs for parental acceptance and approval. When does a boy become a man?
Get a group of guys around and ask them that question.
I don't think there's a certain age. Some men stay boys their whole life.
I would say, 16, 18 years old.
Wow, that's a good question.
When they get bar mitzvah.
Well, I think when he has a child. So I just became at 56, 56 years old.
Without the power of the Holy Spirit changing us and giving us power over our sin, we can't hope to be the dads that our kids need us to be.